Well, we've made a lot of progress since the incident in the kitchen, and I'm now confident that we have much stronger support systems in place for staff.
Well, the first thing to say is Simon is still working for us and doing very well. Prior to the incident you mentioned, I was his mentor, but he reported directly to Susie. However, shortly after that incident, we moved him into my team.
There was an investigation into what happened to Simon, and some of the information that came to light during that process led to Brenda's dismissal.
Yeah, I thought you probably didn't know the whole story. Well, that afternoon, as Simon was coming out of the building to go home, I was walking across the car park. I'd been to another one of our sites that morning. I could see that something was very wrong, so I suggested that we go for a coffee and have a chat. I listened. I gave him space to talk freely about everything that had happened, and I assured him that he had 100% support from me. We discussed various options he had, such as arranging a meeting with HR, talking to staff reps. I also made sure that he could book time with me in my diary. It was important for him to know that he wasn't alone in this, and there were a number of support routes open to him, so he didn't have to go off sick. I mean, the last thing we want is for anybody being bullied to feel that they only have one option, and that is to go off sick.
Everyone has the right to come to work and not be bullied or harassed.
You know what really upsets me? It was when I realised how much of this had impacted on Simon's confidence and self-esteem. When I first interviewed him for the job, and during his first couple of weeks working here, he was so confident and personable. At last, I thought, we've got the right person with the right skills for this job. It took us ages to recruit somebody with his knowledge set. That day in the coffee shop, it really brought it home to me, the impact that bullying can have on people. I won't ever forget that. Some people say, oh, you need to be more assertive, but they forget that bullying takes away your confidence and self-worth.
Interestingly, lots of people knew about the inappropriate behaviour but didn't feel able to speak out. And this is the impact of bullying. It disempowers people. It takes away their voice.
I think it's really been a bit of a wake-up call for everybody. The organisation went through a merger last year, and a lot of focus has been given to the restructure at the expense of the staff. The conversation I had with Simon that day made me think about our staff and the support that they need, especially when they're new to the company.
We need to make it very clear to anyone who thinks they can bully a colleague within this organisation that those behaviours will not be tolerated.
I think we've all learned from it, and we're now looking forward. Yeah, the company's doing well, and Simon has a bright future ahead of him.